He can't afford to lose. Guys, welcome to the channel, and here with Money Moicano exposing UFC, Dana White, and all of the lies and all of the bullshit which we were suspicious about. We thought it was probably a case. Well, the man just torched the entire narrative to the ground. By the way, I got my picks correct. I had, of course, Islam winning, and he won, unfortunately, against Moicano, which was last minute change there. We'll get to this. I had, of course, Merab winning. It was going to be a very close pick, and a lot of people were going with Umar Nurmagomedov. But no, I had Merab winning, and the guy actually won. And Jiri Prochaska, I had him winning as well against Jamal Hill. It was a pretty, at times entertaining, but oh man, both of them need to do a lot of work. But yeah, very happy about that Merab win. What is it that Moicano just said that destroys the narrative? Oh, it was just a last-minute injury. First of all, none of these guys takes any risk in the last couple weeks. You don't do anything intensive. You don't do any hard sparring. You just stay a little bit active. You just keep moving. You're cutting weights. You don't hurt your back in the last day. That simply is not a thing. It is not something that happens. What happened? Well, what Moicano here tells us.
Tomorrow. And then I went to sleep. It was like midnight. Hunter, the CEO of UFC, he worked with Dana White, and he called me and said, "Hey, Moicano, I need you on the champion weight tomorrow, 155, not 156. And I say, "Hey, Hunter, what happened? Is everything okay?" And he said, "No, you know what? It's okay. The fight is still happening, but both guys are pretty heavy, so I don't have a replacement. If somebody goes wrong, we're gonna call you." And I say, "Okay, so everything's fine. They just want me to make the weight, so in case something happens, I am there to step in, right?"
They're heavy. They're heavy. Not Islam. They're heavy. So it's not a back injury. It's about weight. He could not cut enough weight, man. We saw that. It was not the bullshit excuse of the injured back. No.
That was what I thought, and I was considering even not making the weight because I thought, no, there is no way Islam or Arman will pull out of this fight on one day notice. So 100%, I think the fight is going to happen, and I'm going to make 156. So I don't need to drain myself too much, more than necessary. But then Hunter told me again, he said, "Hey, no, I need you to make the weight, and we're going to pay you for that." And I say, "Okay." So on the other day, it was like 5 in the morning. Since I just had to cut like a pound and a half, something very, very little. I didn't call my team, you know, I was cutting weight by myself on the bath. And then my coach called me and said, "Hey, Moicano, Arman is not fighting. You're going to fight for the title." I was asking him, "Is that right? Are you sure?" And he said, "Yes, 100%. And then I was so happy that I got this opportunity to
I'm happy he got it as well. Most of all, I'm happy that money got paid because Moicano needs money. So it's great. But let's not forget what he said here.
I don't need to drain myself too much. There's no way Islam fight is still happening, but tomorrow 155, not 156. And I say, "Hey, Hunter, what happened? Is everything okay?" And he said, "No, you know what? It's okay. The fight is still happening, but both guys are pretty heavy, so I don't have a replacement." If
both guys are heavy, meaning not Islam, right? And I mean, he's a guy that has a lot of money, right? He's not gonna be. But what he said about a cervical injury of some kind, he hurt his back. That is not true, right? A man with that kind of money is really not gonna. The cervical injury thing just doesn't make any sense. Let's just put it that way. Why? Because even though it can happen pretty fast, it's not like that. And these are guys that are in perfect physical shape, right? You're not looking at a guy, right? You're not looking at a guy that is a last-minute injury, fooling around in the backyard. No, you're looking at a dude that is really looking after himself, in perfect physical shape, and he just couldn't cut the weight, man. He just could not cut. He was not he was not in it enough to cut the weight. And that's why he's getting punished, being pushed back. As Dana White said, he's going back in the line, and he will have to wait because he will not get another title shot right away. He will have to get in the back of the line, but it's all about the weight. The guy just did not make the weight. That's simply it. And our friend Money Renato Moicano is selling it as clear as you can. Okay, folks, see you next time. Take care.